to entrench in our future Constitution of Alberta those Judeo-Christian values and principles that were foundational to Western civilization, civil society, the rule of law, and our God-given freedoms and rights that can never be stripped away from us. Let's look at sovereignty from the individual perspective. Think of each one of you as a sovereign person, all right? And then all of a sudden, there's a regulation. Then there's a tax, and then there's more regulations, and then there's more taxes. And pretty soon you need a permit to leave your house. Pretty soon you no longer have the ability to purchase the goods and services that you need for yourself, your family, to plan for your retirement, and we're just about there right now. But think about this, ladies and gentlemen. In 1910, the tax rate was 6% in Alberta. In 1950, it was 18%. In 2010, it was 36%. Today, it's 43%. Can you imagine what it would be like if we were completely out from under all federal regulation and taxation? Can you just imagine? The circumstance where everybody pays nothing more than maybe 5-8% maximal. Think about the benefit to you. Think about the sovereignty that you have as an individual.
How about 0% taxes?
Let's look at sovereignty from the provincial perspective. Remember when Premier Smith and the UCP government were elected? They introduced Bill 1. That was their first piece of legislation. That was called the Alberta Sovereignty within the United Canada Act. Why was that implemented? It was implemented, ladies and gentlemen, so that the provincial government would have some legislative authority to push back against federal encroachment. Actually, federal usurpation of provincial constitutional authority. How has it worked out? Well, you know something that hasn't worked out that well. Why? Because you would think in a properly functioning federation, that when provinces have legitimate grievances, you would be able to come to some sort of amicable resolution. But in reality, that hasn't happened. Our provincial government, just like all former provincial governments, in order to deal with the federal government, have had to launch a bus after